I just realized I can't find my favorite mug again. You know, the one with the sleepy pen on it. I swear I had it yesterday, or was that last week? Anyway, now it's gone not vanished. Evaporated into the same mysterious dimension where all missing socks, pens, and sanity go. And then my brain asks me, am I the only one who loses my stuff so much? And just like that, my night is ruined, or maybe just beginning. I mean, losing stuff is kind of my thing. I'm a sloth, slow, forgetful, and easily distracted by shiny things like puddles or existential dread. But sometimes I wonder if my apartment is alive. Maybe it's secretly feeding on my belongings. What if my keys are having a secret party behind the couch right now, drinking root beer and gossiping about how clumsy I am? I wouldn't even blame them. I lose everything so often. They probably just decided to live their own lives without me. Last week, I lost my phone for 2 whole days. I searched everywhere, under the hammock, inside the fridge, don't ask, even in the cereal box. And then I found it, in the freezer, next to a bag of frozen peas. I still don't know how it got there, but part of me believes it just wanted a vacation. Maybe my phone was tired of my late-night searches for why do sloths always overthink before bed, and decided to chill, literally. Sometimes I think my stuff disappears because it gets bored. Imagine being my toothbrush, waiting all day while I move slower than a broken elevator. If I were a toothbrush, I'd probably roll under the sink just for entertainment. Or maybe my objects are rebelling, like a tiny uprising led by my missing left sock. They've probably built a secret underground city somewhere where socks, chargers, and lost TV remotes all live happily together, free from my chaotic grasp. It's not just the small things. I once lost an entire backpack. How does someone lose a backpack? It's like misplacing a miniature house. I retraced every step, but it was gone. Weeks later, I found it hanging on a tree branch outside my window. No explanation. Just hanging there like it wanted to feel the wind for a while. Maybe my things don't disappear. Maybe they just go on adventures and forget to send postcards. My grandma used to say that when you lose something, it means a tiny invisible creature borrowed it. Maybe she was right. Maybe my apartment is full of tiny borrowers who love stealing one sock, one spoon, or one earring at a time, not to annoy me, but to complete their own weird little collections. Somewhere out there, a family of invisible creatures is having dinner with my missing spoon and using my AirPods as chandeliers. Sometimes I imagine all my lost stuff ends up in an alternate dimension, the land of misplaced things. A misty, glowing world where pens fly like dragonflies, and keys jingle as they float through the air. Maybe when you drop something behind the couch and it vanishes, it just slips through a tiny rift in reality. I bet my wallet is having tea right now with all the umbrellas humanity has ever lost. But then there's a darker theory. What if I'm the problem? What if losing things isn't about objects running away, but about me not really being present? Like, maybe when my mind drifts, thinking about galaxies or pizza, my body just forgets what it's holding. My thoughts float one way, my wallet floats another. And by the time I come back to reality, everything's already gone. It's a weird kind of magic, the kind that only works when you're not paying attention. The funny thing is, every time I finally find something I lost, it's never in some faraway, impossible place. I once panicked for an hour because I thought I'd lost my glasses. I was wearing them the whole time. Maybe losing things is just the universe's way of reminding me to slow down, which, as a sloth, is kind of my superpower already. So maybe I'm not the only one who loses stuff. Maybe we all do little pieces of our day, our focus, our calm, scattered around like breadcrumbs. And every time we find them again, it's like rediscovering a piece of ourselves. Maybe that's the real reason my things vanish, to remind me to pay attention, to laugh at the absurdity of it all, and to not take my own forgetfulness too seriously. Still, I'm keeping an eye on that couch. It's way too quiet tonight. Anyway, it's now 3:26 a.m. My mug is still missing. My thoughts are everywhere, and I'm oddly at peace. Maybe tomorrow I'll find everything I've lost. Or maybe they'll find me first. Either way, I think I can finally sleep now, as long as my pillow doesn't disappear next.